Welcome to the PageantCast.com. We're about to have a live show. If you want to participate, make sure to log in on our social stream and our chat room. We might be able to see some of them. Of course, when you do a live show, we got to keep the stream live, so that's always of the utmost importance. But if you have a great question out there, we just might use it on today's program. So if you put something out on our chat, it is fair game for us to use on today's show. Hope you enjoy the PageantCast. Of course, check us out on our YouTube page, where this show will go after we're complete with the program today. Of course, we got lots of great stuff that we want you to check out at PageantCast.com. So check it all out, PageantCast.com, or go to our YouTube channel. Hope to see you all there. And now it's just about time for our live show.
TKPN.
Welcome to the PageantCast, your home for beauty pageant news and interviews on the internet.
And we are live. So glad everybody could join us tonight for a fantastic episode of the PageantCast. Hi, I'm Tim Kretschmann. I'm the host of the PageantCast, and we have a very special show lined up for you today. Because today, on the other side of the Skype line, on the other side of the country, we have our very special guest, Rene-Krystle Hamlet. She's Ms. U.S. World. Hello, Renee.
Hi, how are you doing?
Now, should I be calling you Renee or Rene-Krystle or Ms. Hamlet, or what should I be using?
You can call me Renee.
Okay, good. I'm glad. So, Renee, where are we calling you tonight? Where did I catch you?
I am actually in Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington, a beautiful state. Let me guess, anytime somebody's watching this later or the live feed, I'm going to say it's raining where you are. No?
Nope, not today.
Wow. Actually,
Yeah,
I
it's
heard that's
actually
kind of a
had
myth. It does it rain a
We've
lot?
actually had a streak of no rain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I talked over you. What were you saying?
I said we actually had a streak of no rain.
Really? See, I had just seen something on maybe like the Discovery Channel or something that said that it's kind of a myth that it doesn't rain quite as much as everybody says. But
It does, but I don't think it rains as much as New York. So you have that.
okay, well, I always figured they needed to rain to make all the coffee. But okay,
Yeah.
well, let's get things started. I coined a term a while back, and it is yet to take hold, but I think it's a good term. I want to ask you, Renee, about your pageantcedents. And pageantcedents, so that you know what it is, a pageantcedent is your past pageant experience. So before you got this title, how did you get started in pageants, and what were some of the pageants that you got involved in?
I started doing pageantry when I was 15 years old. I was taking modeling classes, and my agent at the time suggested that I do a pageant to help me break out of my shell. So I did the Miss Seattle pageant, and I really don't remember much of it except for being super nervous. But then when I got into my 20s, I went for the Miss Washington USA pageant twice. And I enjoyed that so much that after that I went for Miss Washington Globe and got that, and went to nationals in California and made top 10. And then after that I was just like, I need to do more pageants. So I came across the Miss World pageant, and it takes place in my area. So I thought it'd be a great pageant to try, and here I am.
Now, what is it about pageants that attracts you? What is it interesting about it?
I think it has to do with confidence, charity work. Most of the girls that I meet are amazing, and we make long-time friendships. It's just the whole experience as a whole, which I love.
Okay. There are a lot of different websites out there that cover pageants and other resources available, magazines, the local beauty shop. How do you keep up to date with pageantry?
I actually mostly Facebook because I have so many people in pageants that are on Facebook. So that's how I keep up. And it drives me crazy, though, when we have the Miss US or Miss America pageants, that I have to stay off Facebook since I'm on the West Coast. So I don't see who won. So I can actually enjoy the pageant, the whole show, instead of knowing the winner is.
And guilty as charged. I'm one of those that quickly, hey, everybody! Hey, everyone! I'm sitting there. I literally park myself on the Miss USA press page and wait for that photo so I can be the first with it out there. It doesn't matter because X's pageant update always beats me, so I don't know why I even try, but it's a lot of fun. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about Ms. US World. What are some of the phases of competition?
Well, first you have your interview. It's a panel interview with, I think it's about 5 judges. And then after that, you go on stage and you compete in evening and you compete in fitness wear. And then the top 5 girls have another interview question that the judges ask you.
Okay, and what is your favorite phase of competition?
Mine would have to be evening gown.
Evening gown. What is it about evening gown?
Because it's very elegant and you get to wear a gown. And I absolutely obsess with gowns. And usually it's just like the whole atmosphere with the music and walking slow, you get to take it in. And I just love that part.
Tell us about
I think I feel the most confident evening gown too.
Okay, tell us about your gown a little bit.
Okay, so I wore a purple one and it was sparkly from head to toe. I actually did not get my dress till the week before the competition. I was actually going to use an old dress from previous pageants, but then came across a dress store I live close to, and they actually sponsored me the dress. They picked it out for me, which is great because I would not have picked that color or that design, but it worked, and I absolutely love it. I actually went back and bought it after the competition, but yeah, it was just a long purple gown, had probably about like a foot of a trail, with it cut out in the very top.
I think that's the picture I've seen all the photos that you sent over.
Yeah, the purple one.
That is gorgeous, and I think purple is the right color for you. It just that really, really popped.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe next year that's what I'll do, is another purple dress.
Well, I tell you, that one is a keeper for sure. Okay, we have come to one of my favorite parts of the show. It's just like you're going back in time. We are going back to your school days because it's time for show and tell.
Okay.
Right, hold on, let me write it on the chalkboard here. There we go. That's better handwriting than I have. Okay, you brought something to show off. Let's see what you have for show and tell.
Okay, so this is, right here.
Whoa, she's making a fist at me, everybody. She's making a fist. I'm scared. Okay, let's see it.
This is my pageant ring that I won. All the girls who won a title in that pageant. Let's see if I can, there we go.
No, that looks good.
Won on this rings.
Now, I noticed the ring looks a lot like the crown.
Yeah, let's see if I can bend down a little bit more. Yeah, this thing is gigantic.
It is. Now, how tall is that thing? Is that like 7-8 inches, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I would say probably about 7 inches.
Okay, how heavy is it?
I'm used to it now, but at first it seemed really heavy.
Okay, and you have to bobby pin that one in place?
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm just sitting right here, I don't, but one of the last times I did an appearance, I had to bobby pin it down a lot because I was walking on the runway, and the thing kind of shakes a little bit.
Okay. So how big is the crown box for that thing?
My crown box is probably about like this big and probably about that tall.
Okay. Yeah, so that's you're basically carrying around a satellite dish is what you're saying.
Yes, basically.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, fantastic. And I love that ring. That really kind of goes all together.
Yeah, it does. And I also got my crown bracelet too that they gave us.
Okay.
You can see it.
Oh, aha! Wow,
Yeah.
that is cool. You're really rocking that Wonder Woman look going there. You have the bracelet, you got the tiara, you know. Exactly. Perfect. You got it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, actually, you're an actress, right? You've been making some movies.
I
lately?
am. Yeah.
So, what got you into movies?
I started doing, let's see, I think I started out with plays in high school and then took acting classes. And then after that, I did an extra role on Northern Exposure. And after that, I got the acting bug and have since been doing extras, music videos, local commercials, and now I've been filming some movies, some local movies.
Okay, just because I'm a total nerd. What episode of Northern Exposure? I'm a huge fan of that show.
Oh, geez, I don't even know. I think I was still in junior high school. All I can remember was being on the bus, a bus in the studio. That's what they were filming on.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. I'll have to ask my mom if she remembers.
Okay, because I love Rob Morrow. I love that show so much, and I think a lot. That's one of those TV shows that was huge at the time, and it's kind of hard to find them now. I don't know if they're showing it on cable anywhere now.
I don't think they are right now. I haven't seen it.
I was obsessive. I did not miss that show. That's back. Okay, here comes old man Kretschmann. That's back when you had the time when you were watching something, because they'd only show it once. And your VHS was not the most reliable thing. You always set the timer like 10 minutes beforehand and 10 minutes after, and you just hoped that it was in there. And then searching, you would just hold the button down for 30 minutes and hope it gets through the... Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
So, okay, as
kids today have it so easy.
They do, and they do not appreciate it at all. It's horrible. Okay, so tell me, what as an actress, what would be your dream role?
My dream role. Well, I like scary movies. So maybe starring in a scary movie or an action. I think action would probably be something I want to do next. And I'd like to do my own stunts. I'll probably hurt myself, but I think it'd be fun.
Okay, and you've been making a few horror movies, and I told you I'm a huge horror nerd. I do have another podcast about horror movies, so you open the door. I am going to get into this with you. So, favorite horror movie. What's your favorite horror movie?
Oh, favorite horror movie. Jeez, oh man, that's a really hard one. I don't think I have a favorite one.
You have clearly not thought this out. Well, what type of horror movies do you like? Do you like the slasher movies? Do you like the monster movies?
I like
torture porn.
Monster movies.
Monster
movies and ghost movies, spiritual, supernatural stuff. The slasher ones I can only take to an extent. Sometimes it gets a little too gross for me.
Yeah, so the 80s are out.
I think one of the first ones I remember watching was, it was Bates Motel, and The Birds and The Fog.
Okay, The Birds and The Fog. Those are all solid movies. They're no Jaws.
Yeah.
Jaws is my absolute favorite. I'm a freak on that subject. But I do like those. You know, monster movie, I always tell people when they're like, I'm not sure if I like horror movies. I always tell them Tremors. That's like my gateway drug for people. I go, try Tremors. It's basically a comedy. And then they go, oh, I kind of like that. And then I go, oh, let's try Gremlins. You know, and I just move them down the path. Or, you know what movie is good, too? And this is an 80s movie, and I'm an old fart, so I'm always into the 80s movies. But a great one is The Gate, if you've ever had a chance to see it. It holds the distinction of being a movie that was made for 1/40th of the price of Ishtar, opened the same weekend, and beat Ishtar, just took its lunch money away.
Really? I'm going to have to check that out.
It is a fantastic little horror movie made for kids. It's made for kids.
Really?
First movie with, I'm trying to remember his name. He played Deacon Frost in Blade. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. but it's an actor you've seen 1,000 times. But
Okay.
I'm usually better at trivia. But it's just a fantastic, fantastic show to see The Gate. A lot of fun. Okay, we're on time. So what I'm going to ask you about is, what are some things you want to tell our viewers about your year of service?
Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of appearances. I got a few coming up this month that I want to tell you about, but I can't because they haven't come out and said that I was going to be there yet. But I'm going to be doing a lot of appearances, a lot of fashion appearances too. There is some charity work that I'm actually going to be getting involved with here shortly, that once that happens, I can tell you and you can post about it because it's going to be pretty exciting.
That is cool. Hey, we are going to take a break, and we're going to come back with more. But for those that are watching the later episodes, this will be the end of the first episode with our good friend Rene-Krystle Hamlet. She's Ms. U.S. World. Tiara Dreams. PageantCast. Okay, don't anybody go anywhere that is watching live. We're about to do another episode with Rene-Krystle Hamlet, Ms. U.S. World. We do see in the chat room Chaotic the Castaway. Anybody else that is watching live, if you are looking at your computer screen correctly and you're on YouTube, click I think it's right about here, there's an icon that says YouTube. Make sure you click through and you're looking at the actual YouTube page, and you can be part of our chat. And if you have things that you want to say to Renee, nice things, nice, come on, nice things, put them in there. And if you have questions you'd like me to ask, I will be your parrot, and I'll go ahead and ask those questions. So please get in there. Now, Chaotic the Castaway, is that, do you know that stage name there, Renee? Is that one familiar?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is that a movie friend or a pageant friend?
Actually, it's a music friend.
A music friend. Okay. Well, welcome to the chat there, Chaotic. We're hoping we get a few more. If I see some chats over there in my other screen here, we will go to the chat room. Otherwise, I have a little game show that we're going to be doing with our good friend Renee. So here we go, everybody, with the second episode.
TKPN.
Welcome to the PageantCast, your home for beauty pageant news and interviews on the internet.
We are live. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We have more now with now a good, close personal friend of me at this time. We have Rene-Krystle Hamlet, Ms. U.S. World, on the other side of Skype line. How are you doing, Renee?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Now, how's your head? Is it caving in under all that pressure of that crown yet?
A little bit. A little headache going on now.
A little headache. Okay. Well, we are good, because I need every advantage I need on this next game we're about to play. We're about to play the absolute worst, the most terrible game in the world. It is called the Fantastic Favorite 5. Oh, I know you're excited not to do this. This is a terrible game. It's horrendous. And I came up with all the rules one night when I was really tired. So that's all. It's coming here. Now, let me get out my rule book. Okay, here it is. Oh, yes. This is it. Okay, we got it down to 4 rules. At one point, it was 328. I boiled it down. This contest, number one rule. This contest is set up so that I win. Any attempt to thwart that effort is against the rules. Number 2,
Okay.
I will ask you about your favorite thing in 5 categories. These categories have been selected to give me a distinct advantage. Deal with it. Number 3, I will ask you a trivia question about your favorite thing on the fly. If you don't answer quickly enough, you lose the point. If you can't answer the question, you lose the point. Keep in mind, I don't have to answer the question. I just ask it. And number 4, Tim will win. Be prepared for the stinging loss. Are you ready for this incredibly horrible idea for a game show? Are you ready? You do not appear ready. You do. Okay. You're ready. Okay. Be ready. You don't look ready for a defeat. So get ready for that. It's coming any second now. All right. Number 1. Well, here, I know I'm going to win this. What's your favorite horror movie?
Shoot. Everyone that I was in. How about that?
Which one?
Everyone I'm in.
Everyone you're in. Yeah. Oh, that was tricky because what am I going to use for a trivia question? Other than, of course, who is the gaffer on your first film?
The gaffer?
I can't believe I pulled it out. I'm sorry. I get the point. That's 1. All right. Thank you. I thought you had me that time, but I cheated my way out of it once again. All right. Your, let's see. Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show right now would have to be, oh, shoot. God, sorry.
And she doesn't come up with a favorite TV show. Another point. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I can't even think of it right now. How about we go with it's that new one with Devon Sawa on it. I just saw it, I think, last night. That one.
With who?
Devon Sawa. You remember him? He was on Casper. He played the ghost.
What? No, I don't remember this at all. That is crazy time. Okay, I'm going to give you the point just because you're going to need it anyway. So we're now, we're cut at 1. Okay. I don't like that. All right. What's your, I think you kind of answered this earlier, but I'm going to use it anyway because I have it on my card. Your favorite movie genre?
Horror.
Okay, now I am allowed to ask any question about horror.
Oh, no.
I'm going to pick something easy. Who's the director of Jaws?
Don't know.
I was handing that one to you, Renee. Honest to God,
Yeah.
when you hear, you're going to cry. Steven Spielberg.
Oh, no.
It was his second theatrical release after Sugarland Express, and many say it's modeled on his TV movie Duel, which if you haven't seen is spectacular. All right.
Okay.
And if you've seen Jurassic Park, it's very similar, except for the sharks have feet. All right. Something else I know about. So I'm ahead 2-1. This is good. I'm liking my odds. All right. Favorite theme park or theme park ride?
Anything that's a roller coaster.
Any roller coaster. Are you sure you want to leave it that open for me?
I don't know any roller coaster names anymore.
Good. Good. That tells me what I'm going to ask you. Let's see. You're in Washington, so I don't want to ask you anything about the West Coast. So I'll take something from the Midwest. Name any coaster over 200 feet high at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio.
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, there's, let's see, Magnum 200 XL, there's Millennium Force, and there's Top Thrill Dragster. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. A great park. Come on out to the Midwest. I'll show you some great theme parks. Okay. And do you like theme parks, or you just get dragged? Okay. Good. Well, usually I ask this question, and people are like, oh, the carousel. I'm like, really? Really? Let's have some fun. Let's
No,
have
it's
some
not.
fun. Or, let's go to a Disney park and do like something exciting,
Yeah.
At least say a 3D movie or something. Just carousel. I hear carousel one more time. I'm just gonna. Okay. All right. Favorite fictional character. Any fictional character. Remember, you're an actress.
I would have to say okay, so I really got into Bates Motel, the TV series. So Norman.
Norman.
Yeah.
You like
but just
Norman?
Just in that TV
deal.
show, like the movie, I don't know.
Well, but you did say the TV show. What is the original book written by Robert Bloch? You can tell I'm a nerd. The original book written by Robert Bloch was based on what famous serial killer?
Oh, I think I should know this. I don't know. I know when you tell me, I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a Wisconsinite, so we all know it was based on Ed Gein, who was the most notorious serial killer from Wisconsin until Jeffrey Dahmer moved in. And he's right in the city that I live in, but no more, thank goodness. So serial talk. Yeah, but it was based on Ed Gein. Luckily, the show is safe. I won. So congratulations to me. Thank you so much. You knew it was going to be lame from the very start, and sure enough, we came through once again. So, okay, I am looking at our chat room. I don't know, we're not seeing a whole lot of activity, but we're going to hit the button anyway. Questions from the chat room. Oh, we're getting a few little things in here. All right. And there's a 30-second delay, so this is always fun. Okay, we got a few things up on the board, Renee. I'm obscuring it on purpose. Don't look ahead. I got to ask these questions. You'd be spontaneous. So, of course, we have Chaotic the Castaway says, really great to see this interview. And thanks for the shout out. I've had a chance to work with Renee, and she's a great actress. So now you know that. Okay. And then we have Savina, and she says, you have a beautiful crown. So
thank you.
Thank you, Savina. But as I told you, in our chat room, it tends to be a little bit quiet. So we are going to go to another subject, and we might check the chat room one more time before we end. But this is a very important subject. We have to talk about your Facebook page, which people can check out. This is your fan page for Ms. US World 2017. I'm not giving out your personal one. Don't worry. Rene-Krystle Hamlet. You can do the search, and you'll find. And there's a lot of great stuff you have on here. Now, how do you decide? Oh, I have to look up. How do you decide what you're going to put on your Facebook page?
I decide by what I like, basically. That's simple. I like to usually have it involved with my pageants, acting, modeling, and I like to cook too. So sometimes when I cook something I feel is pretty good, I'll sometimes post it.
Now I have to ask you, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Favorite thing to cook? I actually don't have a favorite thing to cook. I like to try new recipes, but I will say I like to bake. I'm not a huge sweet fan or sweet food person, but baking is kind of fun.
Okay, I actually have a Facebook page, and I'm not making this up just to have something to say. I have a Facebook page that I call the Clean Plate Club because I was sick on Instagram. People would take pictures of what they're about to eat. And I'm like, that's food unfulfilled. Food unfulfilled. What I want is a picture of that clean plate afterwards. So I only post pictures of empty plates from all over the country when I have something to eat.
That's funny. I like that idea.
I'll add you to the group. We're
Please
loud
do.
and we're proud, let me tell you.
Nice.
Uh-oh, the chat room's getting busy. Let's go back to the chat room. Are you ready? Let's go. Whee! Okay. So, let's see. Oh, my goodness. We got all sorts of stuff. I don't know why that font for who it is doesn't show up so good. But let's see. Savina is attempting to make a smiley. That came in there. Now we have Javan, I think I'm saying it correctly. And she wants to ask you if you like Star Wars.
I do like Star Wars. I grew up watching Star Wars with my dad. So, yes.
Okay.
And don't ask me trivia.
I won't. I probably won't. I'm not going to promise. So, in Star Wars, there's been 2 recent movies. There's been Rogue One and The Force Awakens. Which is the better movie?
I have not seen either yet.
Oh, you got to get going because Last
know.
Jedi is coming out soon. Okay. Are you sure you don't want a piece of trivia? Can I tell you a piece of trivia?
Yes, you can tell me a piece.
Okay. I'll tell you a piece of trivia. The best line in Empire Strikes Back is Princess Leia looks at Han Solo, who's about to be frozen, and she says, "I love you." Right? The line that Harrison Ford says back as Han Solo is, "I know." Completely made it up on the spot.
Oh, really?
Fantastic. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually said Javan as a she, and it's actually a gentleman. So sorry about that. I am sorry about that. Oh, we're getting more things in the chat room now. It's getting a little crazy. People saying you look beautiful. Well, that's obvious. That's obvious.
Well, thank you.
Let's see. Did a great job with the audition commercial. Do you know what that's about? Let's hear it.
I'm not quite sure what commercial. I can't see the.
Christina is the one that said this. I always love this. This is kind of like a. And see, they won't see what we're saying right now for 30 seconds. So they have no idea that this is a mystery to us yet. And about 30 seconds from now, there's going to be like 13 chats. No, I meant this. I meant this. And yes, I know I made a mistake earlier. I'm sorry, Javan. Did not mean... Did I say her name right? How about that? But I didn't mean to say she. So I apologize for that. Let's see. Do we have any questions for our title holder in the chat room? They seem quite happy to type among themselves. And I know there's quite a few of them that are watching that are not participating in our chat yet. The audition commercial with Chaotic the Castaway.
Oh, tell her thank you.
Okay, thank you. What? She can hear you. I don't have to tell you. It's over the internet. They can hear you in Russia. Oh, what am I doing?
Russia.
They can hear you everywhere. It's the internet. Anywhere there's internet, they can hear you. So it's saying you did a great job. Okay, thank you, Ken and Kate. Asked where are you off to next? Well, what's the next big thing that you're going after?
Well, acting and modeling wise, I have 2 horror films that I might be in, so that's still in the work. I have some appearances coming up for some charity work. I have one this Sunday and then one coming up later this week that I will share with you when I'm allowed to. Other than that, it's pretty much, it changes weekly on what's going on. And
I think we neglected to say in the earlier episode, you are going to be competing for, is that internationals or national? How does that work?
It's international, so the next title I go for is Miss World. So I'll be competing against other girls from different countries, and that will be in spring of 2018, somewhere in the Seattle area, maybe Everett, Seattle, somewhere around there.
Do they need a guest judge? I really think they should have me out there. I really do.
I think so too.
Of course, now I look so damn biased they can't have me out there.
Yep.
How about letting me MC? How about that? Let's see. Cool. So, yes. So, Laura Hunter, if you're watching, give me a call. Let's see. Oh, we're getting some questions. Thank you, everybody. Do you like video games?
I do like video games, but the old school video games like Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I think Mario Kart and Zelda were probably my favorite.
Okay, now you're very young and beautiful, so I don't know, but do you remember when there were actual arcades, like in malls and that sort of thing?
Actually, yes, I do. I do.
Okay. Now, did you have a
Yeah.
favorite game that you would always go up to in those?
I think it was probably just Pac-Man or Pac Lady, whatever it was called.
Ms. Pac-Man. Actually, Ms.
Ms.
Pac-Man,
Pac-Man,
I think, is one of the few video game sequels that far surpasses the original. It's just so much better. And it's actually an early case of hacking, to tell you the truth. And why I know that, I have no idea. I'm just filled
It
with
seems like you know
useless
a lot of
information.
stuff.
I am frightening, and people don't play trivia with me much anymore, and I actually walk away. Let's see. What was your favorite appearance? Oh, that's a good question. Who is that?
Ooh.
That was Michelle. Michelle, thank you. That was a great question. What was
my
your favorite appearance?
Geez, that's a tough one. I don't know if I have a favorite.
Okay, I'm going to help you out. Here's what you say. Hey, my appearance is always my favorite. I'm hot and sexy, and that's how it goes.
There we go. I like that answer. I take that.
No, I'm goofing. What the hell? I'm giving you time to figure one out. I have learned, okay, what I've learned, Renee, I can't ask you favorite questions because you don't want to make a choice. You are too much of a diplomat. You are too much of a diplomat. You don't want to upset me. See, and here comes the next one. What's your favorite food? Well, I don't know. I don't have a favorite food.
No, I like anything spicy. I really like Thai food. And I'm obsessed with gummy worms.
Okay, I'm going to go the spicy route and ask you, have you ever gone into one of those restaurants where they make you sign a waiver to eat something so spicy that it'll probably kill you?
No, I've never. No, I want to though.
My brother did it once. He thought he was tough. He wasn't that tough. Oh, we're getting a yay for Mario Brothers for life. And now I'm getting, do you like any new games? Do you like any new games?
I actually don't know of any new games. I haven't played with any new games yet.
You know what we have here in Milwaukee? They opened one up recently, and there's a bunch in the Milwaukee and Chicago area. They're retro arcades, and they open up and you pay a flat fee, like $15, and you can just play all afternoon. I'm actually going to one this weekend, and that's because I am a pinball fanatic, and I just love it. Okay, I don't even know if this is real. Do you like hot Cheetos? Oh, Cheetos. Okay.
Yes, those are good.
Hot Cheetos. You like the hot Cheetos. Yeah. So, gentlemen, if you want the way to Renee's heart, hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos, and go up to her and whisper in her ear, Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong. That is the way to her heart. And if you really want to show off, what you do is you find something and you pretend it's an old Nintendo cartridge and just do this. And then, this is gold, everybody. This is gold. All right. Well, thank you to our chat room. They did a fantastic job there. And thank you, Renee, for being a good sport and putting up not only with the fantastic favorite five, but a spirited round of questions from the chat room. I am not going to ask her what her favorite color is. It just came into the chat. Red?
Yes.
Really? After the purple story we had earlier, you're going with red. Okay.
Okay, red and purple. I am wearing purple today, so I will go with purple and red.
You know what? I just challenged you to see if I could get you to go off of red, and you did. You absolutely did. This is hysterical. Oh, my God. Well, I feel like I know you better, and I hope that our viewers also know you better. Are there any last items that you would like to tell the viewers and the listeners of the PageantCast before we have to cut you loose?
Yeah, just go to my Facebook, my fan Facebook, and follow me so you can catch up with stuff I've been doing and see the upcoming things that I am about to do that I haven't, or I'm not able to talk about yet. So you can keep track of everything.
Fantastic. And of course, everybody, you'll be able to find a link to her fan page in the show notes of this program when it comes out. It has been an absolute pleasure. Now, one of the things we like to do, Renee, is at the end of our show, we like to see your best pageant wave. So I need you to kind of lean back, because all we see right now is, the head and shoulders. So get back a little bit so we can see full wave action. All right, let's see. That is the most awkward thing I've ever seen. What's going on over there? You're gonna get carpal tunnel. Wait, hold on. Let's zoom in on this. Okay, let's see this again. I promise I won't make fun of it.
Okay.
Okay. I was crossing my fingers. Are you kidding me?
Let's see yours.
No, it was what?
Yeah.
No,
Let's see yours.
See mine?
Mm-hmm.
It's like this. No.
Nice.
I've done a one finger. No. Anyway, no. It's just fine. Now, have you had a bunch of times where you've had to go on the back of the convertible and do the parade thing yet, or?
No, not yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is now available for parades. Make sure you check her out on her Facebook page, and you can get that. She's going to work on her wave, everybody. I'm telling you, after we go off the air, I'm going to work with her on this wave. And she's not going to get this one. That's mine. She can't take that one. That's a special one. Thank you so much. You've been an absolute dream to have on the show. And thank you. And we're going to let's try to say together, Tiara Dreams. Are you ready?
Okay.
In 3, 2, Tiara Dreams.
Tiara Dreams.
I kind of threw you off by not saying one, didn't I? Yeah, I kind of did. And that's it, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is the end of our programming for tonight. And Renee, thanks again for coming on the show. We're going to shut down that live feed, but thanks to all the people that came out live tonight. We had quite a group, so.